NaVi instead of 10-5 in favor of Envy, if just a few of those rounds had worked out for the CIS team. Such is Counter-Strike. Now they're going to have to try and fight their way back with a 5-round deficit. It's possible, although I would say these days, if you know what you're doing, you can definitely expect to get more than 5 rounds playing T-side overpass.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's like 7-6. Like, that's what I'm saying, 9-6, 8-7, 9-6, really. That's what I'll say, you know, consistently, right? So, Envy, this should be feasible for them. This should definitely be... They should definitely be capable of picking this up now with 10 rounds after their CT side. It's going to come down to basically keeping their focus here and not letting what happened to them on Inferno, where they kind of got robbed by TSM at the end. Not letting that get to their heads. Basically, just keep focused and do what you have to do here. And right now, no YOLO train out of Envy early on in the pistol round. Instead, they've spread out quite a bit, just looking for map control at the beginning.
Nice idea here between Guardian and Seized. Sort of a cool setup. Seized with the underhand throw smoke, and then Guardian taking all the attention here. So no one is currently going to know that Seized is hiding this close to the smoke, and it's going to be hard for them to guess. What is he going to do when it fades? So that's a question. Still standing here, and actually they take out Guardian. Seized with a great double return, which had to happen, and he will make it out as well. Just staying alive now. Spots out Shocks and takes the fight and kills him as well. The Russian player has gone mad now. Kiyoshima and Happy, and, well, Happy goes down to Sue, so now it's all on Kiyoshima, and he drops the Seized, who ends up with a quad kill. What a great round. And what a nice little trick with the smoke there, because everyone's attention was on Guardian, and they got the kill on him too. And then Seized destroyed their team.
Yeah, pretty much like Seized. That's like the best banana ever, right? Like he just laid into him. Like 4 kills for him, and 2 of them up close. No Kevlar on him. He still manages to just annihilate 2 guys outright without taking a single point of health. And then he picks up Shoxy almost as if it's an afterthought.
Do you
like, okay, you know, I gotta get him too, right? Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you like Seized banana, Semler? Is that what you're saying?
Best banana, man.
Best banana. All right.
No.
That's quite a statement. I mean,
thanks for. I know it's like really hard to say though, because with that 5-7 skin, man, you really are taking a risk. If you say anything about the banana, it's just like you're opening yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like rotten banana. I don't know.
Yeah, you're hard. It's hard to win. It's really hard to win. You're absolutely right.
You're right. I am hard.
Yeah. Oh god. What have we done? Why did we go down to this topic, and how do we get away again? Maybe,
well, talk about the game, bro.
Maybe I'll just go back to reading German in a little while instead. I think that's the safer option here. Guardian is currently juggling. Like, this is what we were talking about, right? In the beginning, if you guys were here from the start. Trying to cover both these positions is a horrible idea, and Guardian is doing a pretty good job of not exposing himself too much, but it's always a big risk, and so far, he gets shot in the face. That wasn't really his fault, so we'll give him a pass on this one. Guardian did a good job with the double kill. So what he was actually doing was he was playing in cover of these boxes anyway, making sure that he was sort of playing behind this, so anyone coming from down here could only really spot him at this really narrow angle, and he had a pretty good vision that way. So that works out for Guardian, but a bit risky anyway. All right, 10-7, and we are moving forward with the game here, and NaVi getting a couple of, well, if not free rounds, then easier rounds, and we don't have very much equipment here. So it could still go either way, but obviously, I think NaVi actually needed to have this situation right now where they could just win a few rounds.
No, they need to get a little bit of breathing room going, basically. And Guardian is clearly, he's got money on the mind. He's going for the Nova. I mean, there you go. Hold close connector and just hope for them to cross around the corner like that. You take them out, $900 in your pocket. If you're the Opera, you're going to be pretty happy about that. I mean, the last time we saw him go for this, he actually did get, like, what, a triple kill or something?
Oh,
he had, like, ops for days.
Oh, no, Kiyoshima. He had a Glock. I thought he had something more powerful, but Shox now is waiting on top. And NBK, I think he wanted to run down and lure him back up. But Guardian has got a little bit weary, so he's going to be falling back instead now. Trying to put some shots through. Does hit NBK and very nearly takes him out. Just one more pellet is going to do it. And there it is. He's going to get at least 1 kill at the end. And I guess that's worth something. Now it's going to be 10-8 here. And NaVi, I mean, they're closing the gap, but now Envy have rifles.
Now, where do we see Envy go that they actually have a little? They might actually have a little bit of structure. Although Happy is a bit light. Smith has enough for a full set of nades there, so we're gonna be pleased about that. Basically, because it's gonna be 4 smokes for Envy total to work with, and they are a little light on the flashes. But once again, it looks like slow play from them. Basically, spread out across the map, a la NaVi. Guardian, though, right now, you will be... yeah, second try. Gets the jump up on long. Boosts himself up there to change up the angle. But for now, at least, EnVy, not like NaVi. NaVi, their tendency was to put 2 guys out long very early. Right now, wow, yeah, is right. They just completely collapse on mid, EnVy, and take out both defenders. Seized and Edward gone just like that. Now Guardian, he gives away his position. Now they know that he's going to be over here, and he walks right into Kiyoshima. Perfect headshot there from the Frenchman.
I mean, I think at that point, probably what Guardian wanted to do was slow them down enough that he'd actually get into position to pick them off before they crossed into the site. But you're right, he did give up his position, and EnVy just... They realized very early on what was going on there. Zeus could walk right in, and Happy he could find the perfect timing. Now they know where Flamey is as well, and they've got all the time in the world to come and find him. This is a big win for EnVy.
Will it be 5 kills? Will they manage to pick off Flamey? Flamey takes a fight and wins it versus MBK. But then he might just run straight into Kiyoshima, who's got, well, Kiyoshima wanted 3 kills to end the day on, basically. So there you go. Manages to clean that up, and he even makes that really annoying knife sound. Oh, stop it!
Yeah, that new knife sound is... It's different, isn't it? You gotta get used to it.
It's just different. Yeah, we're gonna get... Like, eventually we're not even gonna think about it, but it still sounds, like, really intense. Like, it's just like, dink! I don't know. It's like making... It's like a really intense sound, Anders. My sensitive ears just can't handle it.
Maybe the next step is that you should be able to, like, customize the knife sound. Make it sound like, you know, a broadsword, essentially.
Okay, I'm done with that.
I don't think that's going to happen, though, but that is actually... The bad things would happen if you could do that. Someone customizing, you know, footsteps to be much louder and stuff like that. Please don't add that. NBK is down to 8 health from a really early shot that Guardian put out, pushing forward, very aggressively, in fact. And they're still playing aggressive here towards the middle of the map. Seized, making a lot of noise. Edward standing still and almost takes out Shox here. NBK and Shox, I mean... very close to the end.
They've got some solid overlapping defense here, however, because just before that smoke goes up to block off mid, Flamey spots out NBK, and, you know, NBK was already low. He takes out Shoxy as well, and that's just timing right there. Perfectly done there by Flamey. 2 kills to start this round off, and this is a force buy from NaVi as well, so this would be a huge win for them.
Flamey moving forward, and again, I mean, you were talking about timing. That's the 3rd kill that he gets, and timing couldn't possibly have been better. Finally, Happy came up with the kill, and Kiyoshima, waiting for Flamey, will take him out, and now we got to be careful they don't give away this huge lead that they just had simply by being a little bit too overzealous here. Guardian gonna miss a shot. Flashbang goes over, and Happy wants to fight him, and he will win that fight as well. Gets the double, but he finally goes down, and Kiyoshima will get a bomb plant. This is more than EnVy should have had already, but the grenade drops him to 10, and C's drops him to minus, I don't know, 100. That's gonna be a much more expensive round for NaVi than it should have been.
They might go for a force buy off of this, EnVy. I think they're right on the line, right?
Yeah, I think they should, definitely. I mean, even with MBK being this low, because they killed 3 members, I think it makes sense for them to try and go for it here.
So weird that the money doesn't just update as well immediately as the round ends, rather than us having to wait for the buy period there. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, based off of just, you know, the fact that they got a plant, sure, it was like they won 1, so they lost 1. They were only going to make X, but 22, but now the force buy coming in from EnVy. 4 rifles, a Tech 9, good nade count, and once again heading towards mid. Although they did put, this time around, they did put Kiyoshima into connector very early.
That flashbang, did it work? Yeah, okay, it did. So it does bounce in. No mistakes this time on the NaVi side. Oh, well, only the 1 Molotov on Smiths. I'd love to see more Molotov strats used on this map. I mean, they were really popular when the map just came out, but they've faded away a lot. Now people seem to use them just to clear out, like, a few specific spots, but not as part of, like, any overall pre-designed, you know, take for a bomb site, really. Seems like that's gone out of style a little bit. Like, Smiths, is he going to clear out anywhere at the bottom here? Seems like he's gearing up for it.
And this is already a little bit different coming out from Team EnVy. They've put 2 guys in long to basically be a distraction, a diversion here. Managing to get some smokes up, some nades up, basically, forcing NaVi to keep 3 guys alive on this A site, whereas the main strike is going to be coming through to the B site. Happy has been lurking by Monster this entire time, and now they start to move up, but then you have the kills already. The lurk is picked off, Shoxy gone, and then Kiyoshima leading the charge gets annihilated.
Nice Molotov there, though. Smith's actually using it in a perfect position to force out Flamey. setting Flamey on fire doesn't seem like the best idea, but it did actually work, and in the end, they won't win the round, but they did a lot of damage once again. NBK picking up a triple, and NaVi just, again, barely surviving. So, I mean, even if EnVy aren't winning these rounds, the fact that they keep doing so much damage is going to be important in the long run, but sadly, they're going to have to eco one more time. So there's actually a real shot here for NaVi to equalize the score and bring it right back to a somewhat even position here. Yeah, this could be another really close game. I mean, EnVy had to play overtime against TSM, and they ended up losing that on Inferno. If that happens again, it's going to just break their backs, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so too. And I think they have a third match versus Fnatic tonight as well. So yeah, it's like a triple bad time, to put it bluntly. There
Flamey, he's got the MP9 that coming through, and he actually only gets one kill. That could have been a beautiful spray down. Zeus ready to try and pick it up here. They don't have armor, but somehow they're still staying alive for a very long time. And Seized is coming in, gonna get the one kill in. Bomb will go down, and Seized to pick up 2 kills, and Edward stealing one of them there. So, big win for EnVy. 2 kills and a bomb planting around with no armor and just pistols. Oh man, I was counting on Flamey then to just go huge. We were ready for it.
But that was such a sick counter from EnVy as well, putting 3 guys, basically 3 guys side by side. So he takes out one, but then for him to readjust in time when you've got P250s running at you within well within lethal range as well. I mean, yeah. Well done there by EnVy. I mean, once again showing that they're always such a dangerous team just when it comes to rushing through smoke. You can never count them out. 11-11 the score now, and it's a full buy for EnVy, considering they managed to go for pretty much a hard eco last round and a bomb plant as well. They're going to have all the funds they need to get full rifles and the nades to go with them.
Edward and Zeus both coming into the sewer area really quickly. Edward from one side, Zeus from the other with a bit of a flash setup as well. So nicely done from NaVi, but not going to find anyone there. And Edward taking a fight early on here, looking for shocks, but it's going to get taken out, though. Guardian did drop Smiths in the beginning, so we're back into a 4v4. This Flamey taking out Kiyoshima. And advantage for NaVi.
And Zeus. Dude, that was all Zeus right there. That was a money shot on 10BK. And Guardian through the wall. Shoxy, I mean, man, Guardian, he is on point with his flicks today. That's why it's so important for NaVi to get a solid economy early on to just allow him to have the sniper rifle. Because right now, the current shape of Guardian, he is looking just so good. Like, top 2 in the world as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Right now, Kenny isn't pulling his weight. He isn't hitting the shots like we're used to seeing him hit. And JW's shown that he's actually been showing a pretty good personal level, but for me, Guardian seems to be the most impressive opera right now. He is just so good. Apart from Oscar, if we want to have fun.
No, I mean, I definitely agree. I've been saying, and I still maintain. I think Kenny's going to be right back. I'm not even a little bit worried. I actually think it's not going to be an issue at all for him to get back in shape. But sure, I mean, you're absolutely right. He definitely has been in a bit of a slump. And Guardian hasn't. He's a madman, right? 18 kills currently. Although it is Kiyoshima and NBK top fragging at 20 and 24. We've got a bit of a pause coming out. Not sure what the reason is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out any second now. So don't worry. Right. So 12 to 11. I mean, this game is going to be really close, it seems. Another close game.
Another close game, but right now the trend is pointing towards EnVy getting railroaded, because unlike versus TSM, where they were able to get a strong start in the second half in their T side and basically pick up 6 T rounds within 7 rounds, basically. At the beginning, we're not having that. It's the complete opposite, actually, for EnVy so far. They've picked up one single T round this entire half. That's not good enough. EnVy, they need to start having an impact, because right now is when it starts to get dangerous. In a pistol eco, or a quasi, basically, because they're evening their money out right now. In a quasi buy for EnVy, NaVi, they've got 2 guys who are already on 8,000, and the rest are trailing not too far behind. So this could be a big round for NaVi to get a good buffer going into the rest of this half. EnVy need to do some damage.
You're right. Just like earlier rounds where they managed to pick up 3 per round, basically, even with just pistols. They did such a good job. Guardian already very low, but this counter grenade coming out doing a lot. And there's a shot from Edward as well. They're running through the fire. Guardian picking up 2, and Zeus will take care of the rest. So even though Zeus and Guardian almost both died, and Zeus did in fact, it turns out to quite a great round here for NaVi, surviving with 4 and making it to 13-11. And we are now getting into a bit of a tricky spot for EnVy. They really got to pick it up here in the second half. It's been 1 round for them and then 8 for NaVi. That's a bit of a statement already.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And now Na'Vi, they've got the bank. They're going to be pretty pleased. They shouldn't have any pressure on their shoulders. They have enough to survive. Although Guardian going really aggressive this time, and it's Smiths with the AWP for the first time in, well, 2 maps, it seems like. He's actually gone for the sniper rifle, and the first time he picks it up, he has a positive effect. Fantastic. There's the entry kill for EnVy, or at least the initial frag on this map. And that's going to start things off strong for them. Now they can actually have a little bit of confidence going into this take.
Yeah, definitely. Although some really good grenades. Shox got hit first, and I think that was Seized throwing a grenade out. Or was it Edward? I'm not sure. But either way, a lot of damage being dealt to EnVy just with the grenades here. Flamey running out of bullets, and Zeus not even going to turn around. He's so confident that someone was going to come through that pipe. He could have got shot in the back if he wasn't careful then. Are they going to make their way through? It looks like it. Shox coming in. They're going to check. Zeus is in a really awkward spot. But if they go back up, then Seized is here, ready and waiting. And he does spot out MBK. Zeus still waiting, hasn't shot himself. And he lines them up and gets a double kill. What a huge play from Zeus. That was very smart.
That's the kind of play that makes a difference and actually makes it possible for your team to win the round. Except that Seized with the timing coming in through connector actually drops that bomb onto short. Great timing with the flash. And Seized, he's so low, but Happy gives it away. Oh, Happy takes the shot, expecting Seized to back up connector, but Seized was just waiting by the door. As soon as Happy backs off, boom, Seized peeks and gets the kill.
That is kind of a nuts 1v1, because the bomb drops as well, it means Happy has to go back for it, and then the Molotov goes up, and you're right, he does give it away, and then, oh no, it all spirals out of control. That looked like it should have been around for EnVy there, but it just ends up not being. 14-11, and NaVi now 2 rounds away from winning, and EnVy coming up now with only 1 in 10 rounds. That is not cool.
And now, basically, backs to the wall once again, EnVy. They go for the rifle, force buy. Smith's taking the hit only with the Tech 9, just so they can afford some nades. And once again, it's going to be focused on long through mid right now. They might want to try and change it up and go towards this A site, because that bomb is leading the way towards restroom. But NaVi already with the rotation trying to consolidate the defense here. Guardian, customary position for him, looking on the edge, and he's going to drop NBK. There's the start. The pain train leaving the station.
Yep. Guardian, though, a little bit scared, will end up running back in. Edward is there to pick it up on Shox. So now EnVy have lost 2 members without really getting too much in return. They're going to rotate back down towards the B-bomb site where Flamey's holding, and if he gets even 1 kill, then that's going to be a disaster. But Kiyoshima coming up with a big win here, and he's going to move close to the entrance, drop Guardian as well. This is Kiyoshima just on a mission right now.
Yeah, that timing for the rotation from EnVy. For them to decide, okay, you know what, don't force the issue onto A site. We're going to just change it up. And mid-air, Kiyoshima picks Edward off. That was sick. Could pick off Zeus as well. He realizes, gets Zeus through the smoke.
My
and does Zeus peek out? Does he find it? Yes, he does. Kiyoshima, nobody moving. Everybody just watching, letting him do what a great man needs to. There you go. Ace for Kiyoshima. That's how you get back into the game, EnVy. But once again, Anders, just like with the Smiths clutches, just with like all the big rounds, it's one player on EnVy just going completely crazy.
That is a nuts round from Kiyoshima. I did not expect him to get the last 3 kills, basically. But he did pick up the ace, and I think they were all AK headshots. Maybe apart from Flamey. I think he got sprayed down, but still, that is just huge. He lost so much health fighting Flamey as well that he should have... That should have been the end of the round for Kiyoshima, and just wasn't. So, right at the edge, they managed to stay alive here. Guardian, though, with a really powerful shot there on MBK, dropping him down to 16. And finally, here is that booster we were talking about in the very beginning, right? Edward being boosted on top of Seized, and using that the sign up here, the map of the park. Yeah.
How would you say map in German, Anders?
That's actually that's a good
I'm sure
question.
somebody in the chat.
Probably
Karte,
maybe a Karte, I think.
Karten?
Öffnungszeiten means obviously opening hours. You get that, right?
Well, how do you say sick entry frag by Smiths? Or pick, rather.
Kranken. Alright, we'll get back to that a little bit. I can't cast in German yet. I'll do my best, because actually that would be hilarious. German's a great language for casting Counter-Strike, I'm sure. Flamey is going to pick up a kill and then bumps into someone else in the smoke. I think that was MBK. They trade places. Oh no, what is going on here? Bomb is still not down at 30 seconds, but nobody can stop it. They don't have any Molotov, they don't have any HEs either. Trying their very best here to stop it, but not gonna happen. The plant goes down. Great flashbangs though, and Flamey picks one, gets a second kill now. Shox has to clutch it. He has to go huge here, otherwise they will definitely lose this game. They will be out of money and out of everything else too. Shox with a stunning headshot. Now Flamey's next in line, and he's on 1 health. Grenade is gonna rain on in here. Flamey will survive and seize to take it. And even without the kit, they're going to have it. So, oh my god. 15 to 12.
That's the story, once again. Just not able to... if it's demanding a player to go crazy big for EnVy to get rounds, it's going to be a rough time. That's their second round. Well, they've picked up 2 rounds this entire T-half after a pretty... above average, actually, or solid CT performance. 10-5 was the end score to the first half, and right now EnVy are struggling, whereas NaVi are just looking so good, so on point. Flamey that round basically went crazy for NaVi. So there we have it. I mean, EnVy are going to just go for the force. Smiths has got that AWP. He just had the money, but Shoxy and NBK are on pistols. So this is a wonky buy coming out from EnVy.
Not much of a choice, sadly, for them, but you're right. It's definitely not looking too cool here. Flamey going to crouch his way in. And Happy was ready, covering that barrel. Not gonna give it up easily. Zeus all the way back in the B-bomb site, very much alone. And actually, Edward's going to pick up a kill on MBK, so returning that frag. That was Edward pushing up all the way over by the picnic area. And look at what Zeus is doing, throwing away the one M4, picking up the other one, and they almost lined up for him now, seized. I think he got spotted jumping down, so they probably know where he is there. Kiyoshima taking the fight, 10 bullets left, gets a kill, but can't find the headshot. And Guardian up here can't stop the plant, even though he is trying. So now Edward and Guardian to try and stop EnVy here. And if they lose this round, though, NaVi, they don't have a lot of money either. This could be another overtime, Semler.
Anything is possible. Anders and Guardian backing off pretty much makes it pretty clear here that he is going to let this one slide, and he's just going to see if he can't hold. But great. Well, again, the instincts from EnVy right there, the information that they gathered, it's all spot on. Happy catches seized, who tried to push out, and then they pick off Edward. So, or at least Edward takes out one of them. So then they know, wait, like they're one guy short on B, and then another guy's pushed all the way over on A. You know what? Just go straight onto the B side, overrun it, and get in there fast. It was the perfect timing for Team EnVy to hit, and they get the job done this time around. So Kiyoshima and Happy will live. 2 rifles saved there, but this is it. Oh, it's going to be a 30th round at least now. I don't see NaVi force buying here.
No, that would be a big risk if they do, you're right. I mean, even saving the 1 rifle, that would be a little bit crazy, even by NaVi standards. What do you think about these signs that are outside? You know where Happy was covering with the barrel? These signs on the wall with the guy who looks like he's drowning, and it says Starke Rückströmung, which I think means really powerful undercurrent. So don't go swimming. Although there is really no water in this, so I'm not sure why it says that.
These are actually LA tunnels because there's just no water.
You mean California tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
Zeus hiding by the tree out here, and with a bit of a pistol in his hand, gonna go down. MBK, even with the Galil, is gonna find a way through. So 15 to 13, yes, but with a double entry frag like that, it's hard to see how EnVy won't make their way out on top. And actually, those signs, they remind me a lot of like this one episode from Simpsons. Have you seen that?
No, I've seen every episode of Simpsons, or at least all the good old ones.
My eyes, the goggles, they do nothing. That one episode, so funny. I love that one. I don't know which one it is. Someone tweet at me and remind me. I'll go look at it up at
it's funny
YouTube.
that you mentioned The Simpsons today, because I was actually, today I was thinking, that one episode where Homer, he gets, the Rogaine or whatever to grow back his hair, and he wakes up and he's just, he goes running through the street because it's the happiest moment of his life, and he runs into another guy who'd grown back his hair as well, and they just end up, hugging and crying. I was just thinking about it. I keep replaying it in my mind. It's just, one of the most happiest moments in life, and it's in a cartoon. Right?
Yeah, Simpsons is a good show. I need to go back and watch that some more. Okay, well, Selma, you're right. We made it to the 30th round. It's going to be 15-14 here. EnVy, 1 more round for the overtime. NaVi, 1 more round for another victory here for themselves, and another upsetting defeat for EnVy. They lost to TSM earlier today here at the ESL, ESEA Pro League, and that was in overtime, 19-16. This time, I think they want to walk away with a win in the overtime. Although Flamey will take one back and drop Happy, so now we're in a 4v4, and it's a double up setup for NaVi as well here at the end. Where are we going to go with this?
Well, each op, yeah. Again,
And
with the
Guardian
wrong-
gets a kill, and he misses the next shot, but Shocks comes through and gives just enough time for Guardian to actually reload, so he's going to take that kill. And Smiths, is he seriously disconnected? This isn't real life, is it?
No.
But it is.
No.
Oh.
Would it have had an impact at this point?
That is always really hard to say, but the fact is that Smiths is just like, you can tell his eyes, there's no soul left here. Sure, his physical representation is still here, but he's left. Oh no, Smiths. Oh, he's back!
Oh!
Maybe he just went to get a snack, and now he's back on team. So you got this 10 seconds,
10
guys,
seconds
but
left.
I'm ready to clutch. I'm ready to clutch. Where's the clutch, guys? Oh no, I can't believe it. I think that means NaVi walk away with a victory here at 16-14. Tragedy. Absolute tragedy.
Well then, yeah, I don't think that round gets replayed there. I think that is it. The ruling. Well, I mean, I would hate to be the admin at this point, but there's probably pretty clear rules as far as like if you're a minute and a half into the round.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-on-2.
Those rounds are hard to replay, aren't they? I think unless we're told otherwise, we're going to